continue to help them dig out of this hole.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got Booker. Booker coughs it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Right there, 54, right there.
Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Oh, a heck of a... And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first-half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's Jones on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down, here's Barkley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, Slayton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Let's go,
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to Jones. Hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Oh, nice. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 14 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Butker now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We put our attention now on the Chiefs defense. And they have been popping the ball free here seemingly at every turn. I mean, let's watch all these fumbles they've created.
That's really good coaching, and it's excellent execution because everyone talks now about tackling, and that second guy in, what do they want to do, partner?
Scrape it loose.
Scrape it loose, pop it free, and everyone's doing a really good job of that, and we're seeing it in evidence here today.
Jones throw here taken in by Ingram.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Jones now on third down. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here.
And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. A big play there just before halftime. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Right there, 54.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Frank Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Come on, dog!
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Gets past one man. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much since. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the turnover. Last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Hey, pick your game up.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Chiefs use the